second row, Ms. Kruger.
On your right side, Diane.
Right down here, please. Right down here, Diane. Diane. One time straight ahead right here. Ms. Kruger.
What was your reaction?
It was shocking, shocking how big the difference was. But for myself, I have never been paid the same as my male co-star ever, and I'm glad, and I think she's courageous for, people talk about it and let herself be shown and seen. So that's got to change. Yeah.
Patrick, big smile on your right side, Patrick.
Patrick, second row, sir.
Thank you.
Patrick, second row here. Patrick, second row.
But often it's not even them, it's the studios or whoever makes the deal, and it's terrible because it makes you feel undervalued or easily exchangeable, and it's just not okay in any field, not just as an actor,
And sort of how do you continue the momentum, I guess, of the Globe through the rest of award season and year?
I think unity. I think now that this has all come out, I think we need to be more conscious when we make deals to be strong and stay united. Because if you say no, or you need to pay me more, if another actor behind you goes, okay, I'll work for that amount. That's going to be the challenge, where we have a coherent plan of us women, what we need to do to make this happen.
And this is the
Rita, I don't make my money off the big ones. Because you and Steve and everyone else.
That's not true. Rita? And sort of
I have to say I was really shocked to hear that. And I'm not blaming him. I mean, that's his business. That's what actors do. They get paid very handsomely, especially if they're big stars. She's a big star too, though. I don't get that. Is she getting some kind of remuneration?
Al nivel segundo, por favor.
I did. For 18 bucks. Right here together, guys, together.
I've been careful about that, and I have had great alliances with Sally, with Jessica Chastain, mainly because we have a relationship of mutual respect and support. And I think it's incredibly important, because the work and the profession are exactly the same. And if you go back to the time, the golden era of Hollywood, this is not something that was happening then. I mean, you had great actresses, Joan Crawford, Betty Davis, that were fuel for the movies, that were engines for the movies, and were treated and paid and considered in the same realm. And whenever it changed, it should change back.
Yeah, but I made it to the It's a time to celebrate, right? It is change happening. Right? It's time's up, right? And that's what I think everybody's happy about that. We're happy that we don't feel controlled by what just old Hollywood is. You know what I mean? There's a lot of us with new voices out here that want to bring in so many people. It's diverse, and everybody's smiling. Felt good to see everybody just smiling.
And the Globes was a really special evening in terms of Time's Up and just, women being empowered to speak up and men hopefully stepping to the forefront and protecting and creating a safe space for their female compatriots. But I don't know if that will be the thing through the whole award show. What do you think?
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope we bring this momentum into every single award show so that it builds and that the Time's Up movement is able to really, it's gaining traction, but to see it get off the ground and soar so that it becomes like we look back and remember, oh, this was when Time's Up was born. This is when that was born. That would be amazing.
There was some.
I really believe it's going to continue because I think it's become a movement. I think it's more than just a clever idea or a news-making idea. I think it's about attitudes, and I think it's important to remind women that they have value. I had a really bad time in Hollywood when I was a girl.
I haven't seen maybe some in 20 years, from writers to And it's hard to tell my kids about this. My two daughters, you know, they believe the world is full of equality for them. They're only 5 and 7 respectively, and you know, it's painful to have to describe actually the world's not quite fair for you yet. So I stand alongside these incredible women, powerful women.
Joseph on your left side, Joseph.
You'll get there.
But I'm reminded of ICE in 1979 when all the women went on strike. They went on strike, they gave the babies to the men, they disappeared, the country fell down, and now it's the only country in Europe that has practically parity of pay and has since had 2 female leaders. So you have to go on strike, you can't give up, and you get results that way.